What's up, y'all? Dr. Evil Genius representing the Talking Shit Podcast. How y'all doing out there today? Getting started a little bit later than I wanted to. Shout out to UPS for telling me that my shipment would come in between 11 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. and not showing up until well after 7 o'clock p.m. All right, Maizuru is in the motherfucker. Shout out to Maizuru. We were going back and forth on Twitter, proclaiming our love for the cartel variant of the Kendall 44 in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Oh yeah. All right, so I wanted to do something a little different this time around. I know that we talk about a lot of heavy concepts, a lot of stories going on. Oh wow, these shipping companies, I don't know, maybe it's the heat, but it really seems like motherfuckers don't want to work. That's what it seems like. We got Mr. Sausage in the building. What's goody? All right, so, we talk about a lot of different topics. And, I said this way back in the beginning that I wanted to do different things, talk about technology. Consumer technology, always loved it. Okay. And so back was June 21st. I ordered the 5th generation Apple iPad Pro, the 12.9, the M1, the fucking fancy screen, the whole nine. So I figured, you know what? Let me wait for the stuff to come in. So I ordered it in June 21. I got the Magic Keyboard for it delivered first on June 23rd, and then the Apple Pencils, 2nd gen. I got that like a week later, and then here we are on the 7th of July. Actually get the product that I bought the accessories for. So I basically had these accessories sitting in my dining room until I finally got the actual product. So, put this shit over here. Shout out to Owala. Fucking cool ass fucking insulated water bottle. That shit's worth unboxing too. This shit is fucking cool. But yeah, we got in this box, you could probably see that this is probably not iPad sized. Okay. This one is probably a little bit more iPad sized. And then what is most iPad sized? So, I have not opened any of these packages because I figured, you know what? Why not do an unboxing? Well, my mason jar is not insulated, but it was filled with Gatorade. And then I emptied the Gatorade into this hole in my face. But this, straight water, nothing will ever go in this bottle besides water. All right. So, I think I should open up the iPad first, right? You guys think? Yeah, I should probably just open up the iPad first. So, again, I have not opened the box. The seal's still on it. So, open this shit together. Together. All right. Here we go, motherfuckers. All right. Reach into the box. Let's go. So one of the things that I'm like really excited about is that I believe this box has a smaller dimension than my 2nd generation iPad Pro. I think like this box is actually like somewhat. The box itself is like small. Yeah. Oop, oop. I don't know. Feels like it. Maybe it's all this bezel. Okay. Okay. All right. So, well, they have like a pull tab on here, so you don't have to kill yourself trying to open up all the plastic. So that's fucking cool. All right. You guys see I have the 256 gigabyte plus 5G. Yep. That's what we're doing today. Why did I get the 256? Because the 512 was like $200 more. And then $400 more than that starts the 1 terabyte that gives you the 16 gigabytes of RAM. But if you guys have been paying attention at all to the differences in the 12.9 inch iPad Pro, then you will see that the apps don't really take advantage of 16 gigabytes of RAM, so I was fine just taking the 8. Well, you say the pull tab is for lefties. Well, I'm right-handed. So, all right. So, the box here. Here we go, motherfucker. So, now we can actually compare sizes. So the screen size is the same, but clearly, the older version of the iPad, the footprint is just so much larger. So to get the same screen size without the footprint is like so cool. What up, Xenon? How you doing, buddy? All right, we got some more environment destroying plastic. But you know, Apple's got this zero carbon footprint, right? All right. Too bad this will never look as good as it does right now. No fingerprints, no bullshit. Hey, you see my ring light? And you actually see, oh, we got a screen inception here. Okay. Yeah, this shit, the design of this looks so much cleaner than the other iPad. The other iPad is just so much wider from edge to edge. So a smaller bezel here is definitely welcome. What else is in this box here? What else is in this box? We've got a power brick. So, you know, thanks, Apple. And a USB-C to USB-C or Thunderbolt to Thunderbolt. And that's what's in the box there. So I'm going to neatly put this away here. People want to know, where is Captain Paul? Where do you think Captain Paul is? Captain Paul is on a boat for the next 2 weeks. So you guys will have to put up mostly with me, but I've got some cool new MMA related stuff coming to the channel. So we're going to be getting some influence from guys who like actually, you know, fought in cages. So again, we're trying to get. It looks like we may be able to get a current UFC fighter on the show, and one of my good buddies at my bodybuilding gym is also an MMA guy who fought on the regional scene. So he is interested in, lending his eye to the Filthy Casual MMA watch party. So we are looking forward to that. So I might as well turn on this sumbitch for y'all. Let's see what happens here. All right. That's cool. That's cool. It says no sim. So we got that going on here. All right. Let's take a look at this magic keyboard thing. Got my skizzers. So why did I get this iPad? Well, as you guys saw with my really large other iPad, that is a second generation iPad Pro 12.9. I had the first one that ever was released, and it conked out on me a lot earlier than I thought that it would, but not long after the warranty was up. So I kind of got fucked on that. Okay. You know, I love being roasted by a guy who thinks he's a sausage. I live for it. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Okay. So there are warnings out there where they let you know that you have to be very careful about which Magic Keyboard you choose to buy, because the last year's model will not quite fit the same way, because this particular unit is ever so slightly thicker in terms of millimeters because of this new, screen technology shit that they put in here. Okay. So, but yeah. Again, another pull tab. You said lefty, so I'm going to do this with my left hand. And it works. One of the things that I did not like about the reviews of the Magic Keyboard is that I understand that these guys who are in the tech sphere, that review these gadgets for a living, I know that these guys are not, brimming with testosterone, but complaining about, a pound and a half, 2 pounds, or however much this weighs. Oh my God, it's so heavy. Like, stop being a fucking bitch. Oh, it's almost as heavy as a MacBook or MacBook Air. Those things are not heavy. Don't be a bitch. Wow, this shit is really stiff. Pause. Oh. I guess they put a bunch of shit in here. I don't know. It's probably paperwork. But yeah, so this is actually kind of cool. I'm quite impressed by the secondary hinge here. It looks like you can control every angle that you put it at. So it's not like any like preset. It looks like you can set the angle directly to whatever angle you want to set it to. It looks like this is as far as it goes. I don't want to break it. Yeah, so that's not bad. See, yeah, it definitely has a lot of resistance. I know it's brand new or whatever, but it offers a lot of resistance, suggesting it has a very strong hinge. Wow. And just pops into place like that. There's also a USB-C port on the side for charging, you know, pass through power or whatever to the iPad. And then, you know, I don't understand how it would be able to deliver full power this way, but it delivers the power through the little magnetic the little magnetic pieces right here. The keyboards look kind of cool. From what I understand, they are powered by the iPad. So let me put this shit on this shit. You know, as grown men, we have to know where the holes are. Okay. All right. Oh, shit. That is a fucking powerful ass magnet. The fuck? I just got my finger pinched by a fucking tablet and the stand that it's attached to. So, as you can tell by my shock of being pinched, there's no give here at all. Like, if this iPad will not come off of this unless you tear it off of here. Like, you have to put some considerable force into removing the iPad. It's not just gonna fall off randomly. You gotta take this shit off. I mean, you can see like when it makes the connection. That shit is legit. I'm not gonna front. I was kind of skeptical about that part. You know, how well it would adhere. But yeah, this is actually pretty impressive. Obviously, these two things together, it's comparable weight. I mean, I lift weights like every day, so this stuff is not gonna be. Oh my god, it's so heavy. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love technology, but I've got no testosterone. I got low T, and a tablet and its keyboard thing. It's gonna make me so tired because it's so heavy. Nah, we don't have those problems here. One of the things that I find interesting is the fact that the second generation the Apple Pencil is charged differently than the original. Yeah, this shit is legit. Right? So you guys can take a look at this here. The backlit keyboard. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the keyboard is actually backlit. It is powered by the iPad itself. So, you know, it has a good, you know, viewing angle. However you want to adjust the viewing angle. Let me just make sure. Okay, so when it comes to the viewing angle, the actual angle to open up from the bottom is quite limited here. Like, it will not go past this, and I guess if I tried, I'd break this shit. Anything more that you want needs to come through, again, that secondary hinge that I talked about before. I don't know how many articulations that you're going to get out of this, but for right now, it definitely feels pretty substantial. It feels like a hinge that uh, is not going to start breaking down, um, after a week of use. All right, the last package, obviously, definitely not as wide as the other two. Oh, there's a pull tab on here. Don't need to use the scissors. So I got this iPad because my old iPad is getting long in the tooth. And now that I offer personal training sessions remotely, I can do remote coaching now. Having a 5G enabled tablet that has speed and power for days and also has an improved camera. They really wanted to make sure that this didn't get damaged in shipping. I mean, that shit almost looks like it's suspended in midair almost in the package. So, having this latest generation iPad Pro, it allows me to expand my offerings as a personal trainer in this COVID or post. We thought COVID was over, but it might not really be over era. It's actually quite nice to have a newer device that can handle all of my personal training type work, be it having these remote sessions with clients and also keeping track of all of their progress with these very robust note-taking applications. So one of the biggest pet peeves that I've had with the old iPad Pro and the iPad Pencil, the Apple Pencil, and you can see in my setup here, I have this blue rubber band that I got off of probably some produce somewhere. This is a Logitech case, which is actually pretty cool. It's like a keyboard case, a magnetic keyboard case that kind of goes over the front. But I don't really type. I haven't really been using this to type. And then it has like this cool kickstand that comes out so you can look at it at different angles. But the thing is that not only do you have this mean bezel, but the refresh rate of 60 hertz on this screen, coupled with the first generation Apple Pencil, it was kind of distracting whenever you go to write, there's a delay. There's like a little bit of a lag time, an input lag, so to speak, for you gamers out there. So not really having that really good natural feeling when you use a pen, when the ink comes out immediately. I think it definitely has played a part in the deterioration of my handwriting as well. So I'm looking forward to this new Apple. Also, another thing that annoys me is the charging mechanism. The charging mechanism on the original Apple Pencil. I just always felt like every time I took this cap off, I was gonna lose it, and every time I took this cap off and then stuck it in here. I mean, this is probably the most not safe for work thing you'll ever see on this podcast as I find a hole and stick it in. Every time I would do this, I felt like anything could come along and then either break the port or the pencil itself or both. So with the second generation Apple Pencil, which, has been out for, was it about 2 years now? But I never had a chance to interact with it because my second generation iPad Pro wasn't compatible. So now, oh yeah, Remember, Apple, we're talking about like net carbon neutral, right? Carbon neutral, folks. All carbon neutral. Okay. We're going to slide this out. I like this little pull tab on here. You know, it's a very easy glide, you know, slide in, slide out, you know. Designed by Apple in California. I don't care. Okay. So, first thing I notice when I look at this is that the dimensions of this so much better. It feels more like a pen in the hand. I mean, you can look the dimensions. Not only is it I would say that it feels like it's a little bit, it has less circumference to it, but it's definitely smaller. No doubt, definitely smaller. And definitely lighter as well. Although this rubber band could have something to say about that, but this is definitely lighter. Another thing that I did with the Apple Pencil this time around is that I got the free engraving. So, somebody tried to steal my shit. Come on, focus. I need you to focus. Get focused, man. Focus, focus. Come on. I need you to focus. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it says Dr. Evil Genius on it. But this motherfucking camera doesn't want to focus. Focus, bitch. You suck. You suck, camera. But yeah. So nobody's going to be able to steal my pencil, have me find out about it, and not have to answer for it. Because I got this engraving shit on here. Which also means I can never sell this, right? But the balance on this feels really nice. So I am very happy with that. And of course, one of the things that I'm really interested in is the fact that the charging mechanism is different, right? You're not basically having to imitate an adult video in order to charge it. Apparently, you're supposed to be able to just stick this sumbitch, and it. You can feel that it's it. You see how it just kind of I'm gonna pull. It's like I'm gonna pull you towards me. Yeah. I do wonder, you know, how easy can this fall off? See, I basically just threw it off. I'm going to try to pick it up. Yeah, I picked it up with the iPad there. Okay. All right, yeah, so the little ridge on the side is what. I don't know if I trust this magnet. I trust this other magnet. The magnet that holds the iPad to the Magic Keyboard, I trust that. I'm not really sure that I trust the Apple Pencil to stick on here. So I know that I'll just have to be careful or find some other way to store this. Now, one of the things that I'm really excited by, and this is the other reason why, is because those that know that, you know, like I play games like NBA 2K21 on iOS, you know, the arcade edition. I love to play like Asphalt 9, which is a game that has almost become like the crisis of mobile gaming. So when you go to review a gaming phone or, you know, the next big Snapdragon device, I think the 888 Plus is on the horizon, and then even beyond that, the 895. Uh, everybody wants to look at Asphalt 9 because it takes a lot of resources to run that game on mobile. So one of the great things about this is this port here. Did I show the port? Yes, that is the port on the side here. That's USB C / Thunderbolt. And one of the things that I find that is really cool about this is that there are docks that I already purchased for my MacBook Pro. And those docks basically add, access to another monitor. It adds access to RJ45, or you guys know it as Ethernet, wired Ethernet, which is important when you're playing, a game where it goes down to the thousandth of a second. Racing games, things like that. So not only will I be able to have better entertainment on airplanes and various places, I'll be able to work in various places, but the fact that this pretty decent keyboard with the trackpad and all of this, yeah, the trackpad is buttery smooth. I don't know if you guys can actually see this, but let me go, yeah, so it's like this little shadow dot. That's the trackpad on the bottom. I don't even have to program it. It just works. It's very, very smooth. Very, very cool. So, having this as another screen for, Black Power Magic Hour right here on the Talking Shit podcast. Things to do, research on. Very cool. Another thing is with that M1, the M1 processor, which has proven to be better than even some desktop class processors. This M1 system on the chip that they've developed is very efficient. So the battery life is really good from what I've heard. Of course, I'm going to be testing it. But also, like if I needed to do video editing or something pretty heavy on the device, I know the device is going to be able to handle it. So it kind of expands what I'm able to do. I have the late 2020 16-inch MacBook Pro with the i9, the Intel, basically the last Intel MacBook. I wanted to make sure I got my hands on that. So a lot of what the MacBook can do, this iPad can do, except without all of the issues with thermal throttling that the MacBook seems to have. So yeah, I waited, till I got everything together so I can kind of show you guys exactly like what this is. Over time, I'll kind of let you guys know how much I'm enjoying it or how useful it is. Maybe it ends up not being as useful for me. Maybe I end up just wasting a shit ton of time with it, or it just turns out to be an entertainment device or what have you. But we shall see. In the comment section, you guys let me know what you think. If you think I made a good buy, a bad buy. If you think Louis Rossman is going to disown me for making such a purchase, you guys let me know in the comment section. When it comes to gadgets, when it comes to consumer technology, you guys also let us know. What do you guys enjoy? Why do you enjoy it? If you have a lot of some of the latest tech stuff, why did you get what you got? Why do you think it might be useful to other people who might be looking at those things? So yeah, definitely let us know. And also, yeah, other different things that you'd like to see on our platform, definitely hit us up. Talking Shit Podcast, LLC at gmail.com. All right. If you have not liked the video, like the video. Yeah. And so episode 24 is now at an end. See you on episode 25.